2024 wasn't just big for AI. It was nuts. In this video, we'll take a step back and look what has actually happened this year and address what do these advancements mean for you as a developer or an AI agency owner, or even a user interested in AI, and how these foundational models have enabled much more specific, powerful tools like your AI voice agents, and most importantly, where we're headed in 2025. For those new to the channel, I'm Jonas Massey, founder of Esplanade AI, and over the past year, my team and I have built countless AI voice agents for Australian businesses, reinventing how they connect with their customers and how they scale their operations. Enough about me, let's jump into the video. Now, over the past 12 months, we've seen an unbelievable amount of AI model releases. Seen on this graph, there is a lot here. And not even just by the main vendors listed here, everyone in between also. To point out some of the more memorable model releases we saw this year, we had in February, Google's Gemini 1.5 Pro, bringing multimodality better into focus. And then in May, we had GPT 4o introducing much more advanced multimodal capabilities, including the much anticipated real-time speech and voice mode. And then in June, Anthropic bringing out its 3.5 Sonnet model, really raising the bar for reasoning and resource efficiency, and multiple more over the past year, including those open source models from any one of the 3 Llama releases, Mixtral, Microsoft's feed models to mention some, and much more. Now, these foundational models that we've seen release over the past year aren't just incremental upgrades. They really represent a clear upgrade in 2 critical areas. The first being multimodal capabilities. Those models that can process and generate text, image, and audio simultaneously. And the second area being enhanced reasoning, better contextual understanding, decision-making, and task execution. And as a result, 2024 has really given rise to what seems to be a thriving AI application ecosystem, with this new coined term in 2024, AI agents, those application level AI tools that integrate seamlessly into businesses, operations, and are designed specifically to solve practical and high level problems. Now, you may be thinking, why is this actually significant? And I thought the same thing, with a lot of these models seeming to be fluff throughout the year, not providing real application. But I think what is missed here is, for years, the approach to AI tools have been largely secular, focusing on those narrow, single-purpose solutions designed to solve single problems. So take, for example, your customer chatbots that have been around for quite some time, your transcription tools that serve only one purpose, and things like that. But as you may know, humans are inherently multimodal. A sales representative, for instance, doesn't just write emails, they take calls, analyze data, and interact visually with content at work. AI agents are now evolving from these secular single-purpose tools into much more multi-dimensional systems, capable of handling a diverse range of workflows, tasks, and everything in between, much more akin to what humans do naturally. And this shift really isn't theoretical. It's happening at scale and has been happening all year. With nearly 80% of Y Combinator-backed companies in 2024 being AI startups, the market is clearly signaling a transformative movement towards AI agents designed to tackle real-world problems in a multimodal, integrated manner. So I think looking back at 2024, out of all the noise and the countless LinkedIn posts saying this is game changing, this is huge, I think that is one point that we can take away that has really been pivotal in and amongst all the noise. So I've been throwing around these terms, AI applications and foundation models, but what exactly do I mean? We can think of the AI ecosystem as a hierarchical chain. At the bottom layer, we have here chip manufacturers, providing those raw computational power methods. And above that is our AI hardware and infrastructure layer, hosting and enabling large-scale processing. And as we move up, we encounter those AI foundational models, which is what I was referring to, which not only underpin cutting-edge capabilities, but also provide APIs and tools that applications depend on. And like I just mentioned, sitting above that are those applications built to tackle specific problems using these lower layer tools and foundational models. And finally, at the very top, we find our agencies, our consultants, and our integrators, whom connect those tools and applications to solve and meet the demands of customer-specific problems. And each layer on this hierarchy depends on the advancement from the layer below it. So as we saw this year with a rapid evolution of our foundational models, we natively saw the development of much more robust and practical applications which sit on top of our APIs and tools and foundations models. And we've seen so many of these applications this year. And we have one thing to thank, which is the advancement in AI foundational models. And you could even go so far as saying the AI foundational models have our AI hardware and infrastructure to thank, and that has chip manufacturers to thank. So 2024 was largely accelerated by an increase in innovation at the foundational level. So this purports the idea how innovation and wealth at lower layers transfers up this hierarchical chain. So looking at it this way, the advancement and landscape of 2024 is quite clear. We saw advancement in AI foundational models, which as a result gave rise to a thriving AI application ecosystem, forcing those applications to become more robust, more powerful, and more business specific, solving real world problems at scale. And as a result, we saw an increase in agency participation with connecting these tools and applications to end customers, or those people that don't really have the time or knowledge to stay ahead of this rapid advancement. Now, this begs the question, what actually happens if AI advancement stagnates? Or what happens if you're more of an optimist if AI innovation continues to rapidly grow? Well, here's what happens. And we can revisit this hierarchical chain to demonstrate this. Drawing on Moore's law, where historically compute power doubles every 2 years, there's this argument that as we approach physical limits in chip manufacturing, e.g. transistors are now approaching nanometer levels where we can literally not fit any more transistors on a chip, people argue that the progress inevitably has to come to a halt, or at least slow down, which could, as a result, constrain innovation on AI models. And so let's actually explore what happens if this does occur. So what happens if AI advancement hits a plateau? Well, although sounding negative at first glance, there is really a only benefit to this occurrence, and that is a plateau actually consolidates the ecosystem. Why? Well, where we don't see any vertical innovation, we see horizontal innovation, making those tools more user-friendly, making them really specific to proper core problems. And as a result, we'll see a filtering out of those applications and models solely built around speculation and hype. And where these AI models and applications cannot scale vertically due to the hype and innovation of the market in general, we do have to scale horizontally. So we'll see a reduction in cost, in latency, better tools, and more user-friendly applications. And really, as a result, agencies and developers that are skilled in implementing these tools with businesses become then indispensable. So what's the flip side of this? What happens if AI advancement actually doesn't slow down and continues to accelerate at the pace it's been going all throughout 2024? Well, as you may think, continued innovation means pushing the boundaries of AI capabilities, moving again into business-specific problems, user-specific problems, creating more utility within these models, and creating new opportunities for higher level applications and agency owners to create something powerful and meaning to end customers. Now, there is actually one downside to continued innovation and growth, and that is a rapidly evolving AI marketplace becomes overwhelming and fragmented, making it actually harder for businesses and users to evaluate what tools to use, what models to use, therefore inhibiting the ability to actually adopt tools effectively. Now, if you're an agency owner or developer, this is actually a pro, because this complexity actually needs agencies and developers to come in and decomplexify, I guess, the landscape and help businesses and users hold their hands with integrating it in a meaningful and purposeful way. If we think about this AI hierarchical chain, this layered approach to the AI ecosystem as a whole, and what that looks like in regards to stagnation or innovation, we can get into a philosophical argument here. If you want me to go into that in a follow-up video, let me know in the comments below, but things get pretty scary. So to balance the view here, I've given, both sides of the coin. Whether AI advancement is slowing down or increasing, the focus for 2025 really remains clear. Building market fit applications that solve real businesses' problems, moving from a secular AI tool approach to a multi-dimensional approach where we encompass all modes of human native work. It seems we've let AI out of the box now, and there is no way it is actually going away. And we can actually take reference to the .com boom, where initial hype eventually gave way to consolidation and cleared out a bunch of redundant tools and applications, leaving only the core models in place to develop the internet as we know it. So my final thoughts here, 2024 really gave us the technology stack from foundational models to accessible tools. 2025 will be more about, and I've been driving this point home the whole videos, business-specific tools, user-specific tools in a multi-dimensional perspective. And whether you're a developer, an agency owner, a business owner, or even a user, really the real opportunity lies is being early to the game and understanding how this ecosystem works and learning to sift through all the noise in a very noisy world out there and finding and leveraging those tools that actually address core problems. That's it for today, guys. If you're looking to dive into AI voice agents, automation, or application layer tools, be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and comment. Leave a comment below what your predictions are for 2025. I'd love to read through and get some different perspectives on this. Very curious to know everyone's thoughts out there, but that is it for today. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, but I'm gonna be seeing you guys in the new year. Take care.